welcome back to another episode of The Upside. This month we're talking about creativity, and creativity means a ton of different things. You can be creative in whatever you do, whether it's cooking, art, playing an instrument, even, this sounds crazy, but cleaning. I know some people who get really creative about cleaning and ways to reach little areas and things like that. So it doesn't mean that you have to build something or make something to be creative. God created you to have creativity in all things. But that doesn't always mean that it's easy. This week I was struggling. I had no idea what I should make for the show. I literally had my whole design book here, so you can see designs. And I was going through all these different ideas of what to make, and I couldn't think of anything. And finally, a light bulb went off, and I was like, oh, of course. So this week we're gonna make a new project. It's about creativity and a little helpful reminder to be creative while I'm out here in the shop. So let's take a look. Hi, welcome to Ask Timmy. On this week's episode, we have two questions. The first question is, why did I create The Upside? Well, it's pretty simple. One, I always wanted to try to make a YouTube show, and I thought, well, what am I good at? And I'm pretty good at building stuff. On our last segment, you learned kind of how I became a builder and how I got into making everything myself. And so I thought, I could do that and put it into a show. And my hope was that it would inspire some of you guys to build or create your own stuff. And after some of our competitions and prize giveaways, I saw you guys go out there and build stuff. So I think that I would say that it worked. And it was cool to see you guys trying stuff. Even if you weren't confident, you still went for it. And so it was a great job. The second question is, when did I first say yes to Jesus? Now, I didn't grow up in church. The first time I started actually going to church on a normal basis, I was about 12 or 13. I was in the 7th, 8th grade, somewhere around there. And I didn't commit my life to Jesus until I was probably 14, I want to say. I went to a summer camp and I was in the mountains and the pastor said, do you want to accept? Do you want to make him the Lord of your life? And I was ready and I said yes, and I've been a Christian ever since. And it was at the following year that I was 15, I was at camp. I even thought that I was like, maybe I should be a pastor someday. And I did become a pastor. So that's when I first said yes to Jesus. Thank you guys for sending in questions. If you still have another question, feel free to comment below or send it to me and I'll answer it in next week's episode. Now let's get back to the build. I love this little piece right here. I think it goes perfect with the wall and it fits with everything else. And it is a constant reminder to me to be creative. And as you know, I love putting lights in things. So I figured it's a light bulb, it's gotta light up. But every week when I come in here, it's a reminder that I can be creative and I can make something new. Even when I'm having a hard week of thinking of what to make next, like this week, I can look at that and go, that week I was struggling, but I still was creative and I still made something. And let's not forget, we are talking about creativity, and that is that God made you in His image so that you can be creative. So in whatever capacity that you want to be creative, I challenge you to do so. Along with that, I do have an announcement. We as a team, we got together, we brainstormed, and we thought of other ways that we could bring you guys something every single week. Now, you may not know this, but this show probably takes me 2 to 3 days every week to make. I know it seems like I do it in a second, but it's a lot of time that I put into this. So because of that, next week will actually be the last episode of The Upside. Now, don't get all mad at me just yet. We will still be bringing you guys stuff. I can't even tell you what we're doing yet, but just know that this doesn't mean that we're done making videos and doing things for you. I'm just going to be in here, and instead of being by myself, I'm actually going to have a team, and we're going to be doing, I can't tell you anything yet, but we're going to be giving you guys something that's really cool, and that's just around the corner. But I did want to let you know so that way you aren't too disappointed when I announce next week that it is the last episode. So that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, always look on the upside.